Say what?
Hardest wild boy, bad boy, Mariveles Bataan boy. Yeah.
Hello world, it's your boy PJ, aka FlipDSkript. I'm here back in my hometown in the Philippines. This is the view of Mariveles, Bataan, the Bataan Mountains. We're located in the last city northwest of Luzon in the Philippines.
Dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm a killa.
Right now we're on top of the zigzag highway. I'm with my boy Val. He's one of my best friends back home. I remember as a child growing up in Mariveles, this zigzag highway used to scare the crap out of me. As you can see on the left, they have railings now, but back when I was growing up here, they didn't. You see how high up we are in the mountains? This road is made on the edge of the cliffs and mountains, going towards down Mariveles town. If you are ever in Mariveles, because this is the only way in and out of this town, please be very careful when you ride the zigzag highway. I've seen so many accidents. I've seen big trucks like that fall off the cliff and through the railings. I've seen little motorcycles, kind of like the one that's in front of us right now. Sometimes those guys would be so much in a hurry and they would overtake a truck like that and not see the incoming traffic. So I advise everybody, be careful when you go to Mariveles riding the zigzag highway.
Hanggang tat ka lang, hanggang loob ka lang, nawala sa daan, lumabas ka nga at sagasaan, ako kahit saan, kilala at alam, isang patak ka lang, ako dala ulan, inside the belly of the beast.
If you guys are wondering what song you're hearing in the background, that song is called Killa by yours truly, FlipDSkript featuring X. Produced by Benedict Side, BTDT Beats, been there, done that. And big shout out to Cuatro Cantos of Mann-iLLa Music. Shout out to everybody under Mann-iLLa Music. If you guys want to hear some dope Pinoy hip hop, check them out on YouTube, Spotify, and all digital platforms under Mann-iLLa. MANN-ILLA. Mann-iLLa Music, what up?
This track killer, yeah, my vibe killer. Worldwide, I'm like Mike Jack Thriller. Oras na para gumising, hindi na tayo mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa. Oras na para gumising, hindi na tayo mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa. Oh yeah. War boy, star boy, you know I'm that boy. Oh yeah.
Say what?
Hardest wild boy, bad boy, Mariveles Bataan boy. Yeah. Bang! Oras na para gumising, hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa. I'm a wise man. If you wanna come test, come try them. Got the iron on me like Tyson. You wanna challenge a champion? Bang, come try them. I'm a track boy titan. Dope beats, I'ma kill it and ride them. Nadamay, patay, kinalabasan. So I'm a wise man. If you wanna come test, come try them. Got the iron on me like Tyson. You wanna challenge a champion? Bang, come try them. I'm a track boy titan. Dope beats, I'ma kill it and ride them. Nadamay, patay, kinalabasan. So bang! Oras na para gumising, hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa. killa, killa.
I'm a killer, gorilla in Mann-iLLa. Addicted to the game, parang tipsy sa tequila. Hila ko, buntot ko, kaya haters pila-pila. Kung gusto mo masampal ng barakuan, tara liga iya. Ito na ang premonition, walis yan ang mga fake. Mga nagbabalak kayo, mga hindi ko na matake. Mga stupid po, the motherfucking sexy. Giyo ko lang doon sa gilid, gusto dragon is awake. It's a great day, para maipamalas ko ang aking heyday day. Say expose ko na lahat ng mga gay, hey. Same way, pagtabla sa pegi at the same day. Pagkatay ko payo, umul ka na lang ng mayday. Kaya tip ko, keep mo na lang shit mo. O lang nakiklaim na pakalit ng mga speed mo. Ipikat ka na lang kung todo na inggit mo. Uhaw sa kasikatan, bigaan kita ng brief ko.
Bang! Oras na para gumising, hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa, killa, killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm a killa, killa, killa. Yeah, my spot killer, my style killer. Yeah, my swag killer and my ride killer. This track killer, yeah, my vibe killer. Worldwide, I'm like Mike Jack Thriller. Yeah, my smile killer, my style killer. Yeah, my swag killer and my ride killer. This track killer, yeah, my vibe killer. Worldwide, I'm like Mike Jack Thriller. Bang! Oras na para gumising, hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa, killa, killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa, killa, killa. Oras na para gumising, hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa, killa, killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa, killa, killa. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I haven't been back in double-digit years.
Starbucks.
As you can see,
What's up? I'm home!
I was loud as fuck,
I'm home, everybody!
waking up the neighbors. But I was just so happy to see my family, especially my grandmother.
It's my hometown, everybody! What's up, tita?
Iyak na yan.
Hey! How are you? Jeff! Labas banda! PJ! Dito! Yes! Hi, ma! Hey, little Jeff! Hi! High five lang. Mula ka bless. Bata pa ako. Hi, ma! Mama! See you. It's my grandma, everybody. Okay? Papo. It's my grandma, everybody. I love you.
Sige, kumain muna kayo. Yes, of Juju.
This is like, it's my nephews and my cousins, my tito. This is my hometown, everybody. This is my house. This is where I used to get beat up by my logo and my tito. Oh.
Say what? Been there, done that.
I'ma be my boy, 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 I'ma be my.
We're now in Bataan. And on the right coming up is MHS High School. When I went to Llamas High School, I used to cut class to see some of my friends that go to this high school. MHS is one of the high schools here in Mariveles, Bataan. That's a sports complex right there. Outside of it, you're going to see a lot of people and different vendors selling their fresh produce of fruits, vegetables, and meats. As you can see, there's a lot of people out right now making a living to feed their families. Also, did I mention Mariveles traffic is crazy?
Moving sounds, that's number one shit. Talking out your neck, you a walking lick. Talking to the feds and your mama hit. I'ma be my boy. 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 I'ma be my boy.
Drop down 2 doors in a 6 shift, 160 on the highway lit. On my way to your girl house to get that wild. Now that's what I call a quick fix. My break get low, hit a quick lick. Then purchase a crib off 1 brick. Then triple my worth just using my words. That's what I call a lifestyle quick flip. Nagulat sa isang Filipino na ibang klaseng estilo. Makinig ilagay sa tenga, astig na magsalita. Nagulat sa isang Filipino na ibang klaseng estilo. Makinig ilagay sa tenga, astig na walang hiya. But funny, look at that face, looking like what the fuck did he say? That boy level up on some other shit with the M4 or I8. Gunmetal designer paint, custom boogie down Euro plates. From the Bronx to RVA, Philippine Islands all the way to the Bay. Ay, ay.
This place is called Palenque, a marketplace in Mariveles, Bataan. My family and I used to get our fresh produce here. From meats, from chicken, steaks, pork, seafood, from fish, squid, you name it, they got it. As you can see, it's still old school. All the produce, meats is still out in the open. The crowd gets this busier every day. As I was walking through, I saw a girl with a nice, you know what, badonk-a-donk. So me being a creep, I had to give it a double look. Ow.
I'ma be my boy. I'ma be my boy. I'ma.
Pressure on the track.
We are now in the heart of the town. This is just right outside of the Palenque, Mariveles marketplace. I swear, the last time I've been here, the population of Mariveles, Bataan has doubled or tripled. At least, that's what it looks like to me. This during the afternoon, it's not even rush hour yet. During rush hour, the road is filled with vehicles, side of the roads are filled with people and vendors. It is so hard to get through. But hey, that's our daily grind. We all gotta eat and feed our families. Mad respect to all the Mariveles people working hard.
Fully loaded, bustin' that bitch while Shawty doing 30. Outside, yeah, my nigga, we skirtin'. Mop they block, leave everybody hurtin'. Rollin' with a real one, not dump the love, I'm gangsta. I don't say nothing, I'ma start spittin'. Then I say some bitch, we with it. Can't run it up, fuck on the race, we don't brag about hits. Moving sounds, that's number one shit. Talking out your neck, you a walking lick. Talking to the feds and your mama hit. I'ma be my boy. 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 I'ma be my boy.
Riding down memory lane. Oh man, I remember these streets. I used to run these blocks in high school. I went to high school in Llamas Memorial Institute. I know, that sounds like a mental hospital, don't it? Llamas Memorial Institute is the old high school I went to in the Philippines, here on the right. Big shout out to all my high school classmates and all my schoolmates in Llamas. Big shout out to all the teachers and principals that said I was never going to make it in life, kicked me out and expelled me from this high school. Big shout out to y'all. I just want to let you know now that I made it, bitches! Ha! And these vehicles right here that you see are called tricycles. They're like the town taxis. They'll pick you up and drop you off anywhere you want. Believe it or not, when I spent 3 years in the Philippines, when I was 15 through 18 years old, I used to be a tricycle driver. It was fun, but it's definitely a hard labor job.
I'ma be my boy. I'ma be my boy.
I'ma be my boy. I'ma be my boy. I'ma be my boy. I'ma be my boy. I'ma be my boy. I'ma be my boy. I'ma.
Be pressure on the track.
Oh yeah.
Say what?
Hardest wild boy,
Done that.
bad boy, Mariveles Bataan boy. Yeah. Bang! Oras na para gumising. Hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm a killa. I'm a wise man. If you wanna come test, come try them. Got the iron on me like Tyson. You wanna challenge a champion? Bang, come try them.
This place is called Porto. It's probably about 3 to 5 minutes away from my block, Mann-iLLa, where my grandmother's house is. This place is closer to the mountains. It's also on the way towards a new development they built in Mariveles. It's a beach resort called Kamaya Coast.
Patay, kinalabasan, suicide! Bang! Oras na para gumising. Hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa.
I'm a killer, gorilla in Mann-iLLa. Addicted to the game, parang tipsy sa tequila. Hila ko, buntot ko, kaya haters pila-pila. Kung gusto mong masampal ng barakuan, tara liga iya. Ito na ang premonition, walis yun ang mga fake. Mga nagbabalak kayo, mga hindi ko na matake. Mga stupid po, the motherfucking sexy. Giyo ko lang doon sa gilid, gusto dragon is awake. It's a great day, para maipamalas ko ang aking heyday. Say expose ko na lahat ng mga gay. Hey, same way, pagtabla sa pegi at the same day. Pagkatay ko payo, umul ka na lang ng mayday. Kaya tape ko, keep mo na lang shit mo. O lang nakiklay na pakalit ng mga
I stayed in the Philippines for vacation for about a month, and I spent 3 weeks of it here in my hometown, Mariveles. The only bad part about it is I got mostly rainy days, but that didn't stop me from having fun. I still enjoy my time spending with my family and friends. This bridge coming up is the Mann-iLLa Bridge. Mann-iLLa is my block. I remember as a child when it used to storm like crazy, like a typhoon-like storm. We used to jump off this bridge and swim in that river. And on the left coming up is our famous Mann-iLLa hot spring. I did a vlog on that, y'all should check it out. It's about the hot spring here in Bataan, the dead volcano hot spring. This is my block, everyone, Mann-iLLa.
Sa Pinas ako yung chismis dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa. Oras na para gumising. Hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa. Oh yeah. War boy, star boy, you know I'm that boy.
This is literally in front of my grandmother's house. That's how it looks every time it rains. All flood.
Hardest wild boy, bad boy, Mariveles Bataan boy. Yeah. Bang! Oras na para gumising. Hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Na I'm a killa. I'm a wise man. If you wanna come test, come try them. Got the iron on me like Tyson. You wanna challenge a champion? Bang, come try them. I'm a trap boy titan. Dope beats, I'ma kill it and ride them. Nadamay. Patay, kinalabasan. I'm a wise man. If you wanna come test, come try them. Got the iron on me like Tyson. You wanna challenge a champion? Bang, come try them. I'm a trap boy titan. Dope beats, I'ma kill it and ride them. Nadamay. Patay, kinalabasan. Suicide. Bang! Oras na para gumising. Hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm a killa, killa, killa.
I'm a killer, gorilla in Manila. Addicted to the game, parang tipsy sa tequila. Hila ko, buntot ko, kaya haters pila-pila. Kung gusto mo masampal ng barakuan, tara liga iya. Ito na ang premonition, walis yan ang mga fake. Mga nagbabalak kayo, mga hindi ko na matake. Mga stupid po, the motherfucking sexy. Giyo ko lang doon sa gilid, gusto dragon is awake. It's a great day, para maipamalas ko ang aking heyday day. Say expose ko na lahat ng mga gay, hey, same way. Pagtabla sa pegi at the same day. Pagkatay ko payo, umul ka na lang ng mayday. Kaya tip ko, keep mo na lang shit mo. O lang nakiklaim na pakalit ng mga speed mo. Ipikat ka na lang kung todo na inggit mo. Uhaw sa kasikatan, bigaan kita ng brief ko.
Bang! Oras na para gumising, hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa, killa, killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm a killa, killa, killa.
Yeah, my spot killer, my style killer, yeah, my swag killer, and my ride killer. This track killer, yeah, my vibe killer. Worldwide, I'm like Mike Jack Thriller. Yeah, my smile killer, my style killer, yeah, my swag killer, and my ride killer. This track killer, yeah, my vibe killer. Worldwide, I'm like Mike Jack Thriller.
Bang! Oras na para gumising, hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa, killa, killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm a killa, killa, killa. Oras na para gumising, hindi na kaya mabibitin. Pero hindi ko aaminin na I'm a killa, killa, killa. Sa Pinas ako yung chismis, dahil ginto ang mga ipin. Do you know what I mean? Nah, I'm a killa, killa, killa.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. War boy, star boy, you know I'm that boy.
Say what? Been there, done that.
On the right is a whole bunch of shipyards. I remember working there too as a stibador. I did hard labor jobs in those shipyards.
what? Been there, done that.
Be pressure on the track.
I'ma be my boy, 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 I'ma be my boy. Got a skinny white bitch poppin' miles in purse, cooking in the tips dropped up on a shirt. Trust no bitch till they put in work. All black bitch ski mask in a purse. Carry my pistol, yeah, dick fully loaded. Bustin' that bitch while shawty doing 30. Outside side, yeah, my nigga we skirtin'. Mop they block, leave everybody hurtin'. Rollin' with a real one, now I dump the love, I'm gangsta. I don't say nothing, I'ma start spittin'. Then I say something, bitch, you with it. Can't run it up, fuck doing a race, we don't brag about hits. Moving sounds, that's number one shit. Talking out your neck, you a walking lick. Talking to the feds and your mama hit. I'ma be my boy, 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 I'ma be my boy.
Drop down 2 doors in the 6 shift. 160 on the highway, lit. On my way to your girl house to get that wop. Now that's what I call a quick fix. My break get low, hit a quick lick. Then purchase a crib off one brick. Then triple my worth just using my words. That's what I call a lifestyle quick flip. Nagulat sa isang Filipino na ibang klaseng estilo. Makinig ilagay sa tenga, astig na magsalita. Nagulat sa isang Filipino na ibang klaseng estilo. Makinig ilagay sa tenga, astig na walang hiya. But funny, look at that face, looking like what the fuck did he say? That boy level up on some other shit with the M4 or I8. Gunmetal designer paint, custom boogie down Euro plates. From the Bronx to RVA, Philippine Islands all the way to the Bay. Ay, ay.
I'ma be my boy, 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 I'ma.
My boy Bal was on the way to take me to the Municipal Hall, also known as City Hall, because Mariveles, Bataan has a lot of history. We're about to go to the place where the Death March starts. I know you guys learned that in high school in America. Mariveles, Bataan has a lot of history behind it. This is where the Death March began. During World War II, when the Japanese came over and tried to conquer the country, Mariveles, Bataan was the exact location where the battleground took place. Thousands of American soldiers came to the country to help aid the Filipino soldiers to fight off the Japanese. Many have lost their lives. And about 70,000 soldiers, mixed from Philippine soldiers and American soldiers, was held prisoner of war. And on April 10th and 11th, 1942, the Japanese soldiers forced all the prisoners to march 65 miles from Mariveles, Bataan, all the way to Tarlac, Bataan, to their new base camp. During this march, there was no food or water. A lot of soldiers lost their lives from starvation, thirst, and some just got sick along the way, lost their breath, collapsed, and died. When they got to Tarlac, thousands of American soldiers was there waiting to help aid the rest of the prisoners. We were able to fight off the Japanese. Until this day, we honor their memory of all the fallen soldiers and everybody that fought in this war against the Japanese. Every year we celebrate their memory in a march called Death March.
Say what? Been there, done that.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is called the Corregidor Island. There's a lot of history there during World War II. That's also a nice historical tourist spot if you like history about World War II here in the Philippines, because a lot of that took place here. So again, over there, straight ahead, it's called the Corregidor Island. Now it's developed. It used to have just museums, old churches. Now they have hotels and businesses. So for tourists that likes history, this is a great spot to visit here in Mariveles, Bataan.